The Obama legacy of taking us from 2 wars to 7, from kicking 5.1 million families out of their homes while making the bankers make sure the bankers got their bonuses, by giving us a right-wing healthcare plan with no public option that exploded everybody's premiums, the guy who let it play out at DAPL, the guy who repealed habeas corpus, who imprisoned Chelsea Manning, tried to prosecuted a journalist at higher rate than all the presidents combined before him. You mean that kind of legacy? And his legacy, which led people who voted for him twice to then vote for Donald Trump because they were so desperate. A lot of controversy over Barack Obama's presidential library. That's it, by the way.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Do you want to see it?
So controversial about it.
Look how beautiful it is.
It looks like a prison. Looks like a futuristic prison.
Is it a book prison?
So it looks I think it looks fantastic.
Looks like the prison from Face Off with Travolta and Nicolas Cage.
It's a beautiful architectural. If you happen to be an invading alien, it's beautiful because it reminds you of home. It looks like Beetlejuice would live there.
Yeah.
That. I mean, if you're going to erase history with a presidential library, because that's what they do. If you're going to erase history, at least do it with a building that you want to walk into, and not one that looks like a CIA Black Ops site. Doesn't it look like a CIA Black Ops site?
Where's the windows of the library?
What? The only thing missing on that building is a giant tower sticking out of the top with a huge flaming eye looking around. Justin Obama's $850 million presidential center in Chicago. Imagine what he could have done in the communities with that money. $850 million presidential center in Chicago, once promised to revitalize neighborhoods, is now being blasted by residents for gentrification, higher rents, and forcing families out. What was pitched as hope and change is now accused of displacing the very community it claimed to serve. So what happened here? Did George Clooney talk him into just pulling a gigantic practical joke on America? It'll be funny, trust me, Kimosabe, because that's what that looks like.
That's his thoughts.
That's it. And by the way, here's my and he puts thoughts. My thoughts. They should pipe in water from Flint as an extra. Go F yourself. So the people, the black people in Chicago, not happy about it. Let's listen.
It looks like a big piece of rock, kind of right in the middle of what used to be Jackson Park, full of like lush flowers, trees, and just beautiful. And all of a sudden, here you've got this big monstrosity. It's over budget. It took way too long.
Look, they took a park and they did that to a park.
How destructive.
A park in a black neighborhood. They did that to a park in a black neighborhood. They used to be all filled with flowers and trees and public space. Now it's that. It looks it looks like a place you would make cement.
Looks like Michelle Obama's dick.
All right, stop it.
Build and it's ugly.
Barack Obama Presidential Center sparks backlash from Chicago locals. You think? Why do they even have to build presidential libraries? Can't these presidents just jerk off at home? The construction of Barack Obama's Presidential Center, they call it, in Chicago has sparked a backlash from local residents. Chicago natives told the Daily Mail that the $850 million center, which will serve as a cultural and historical landmark as tribute to former President Obama, will cause negative issues in the local area like rent increases. No kidding. But
I would think your property value would go down from that.
The center has attracted scrutiny because its cost has nearly doubled from its original estimate and is now projected to close at $1 billion. Plans were unveiled in 2017 and construction was expected to begin in 2018, but eventually started much later in 2021. The Obama
project's so nice, they built it twice.
The Obama Foundation has said the project is privately funded and does not rely on taxpayer dollars. President Donald Trump has also criticized the project and blamed woke hiring practices for its issues. I don't know. Okay. So no tax dollars involved, just $1 billion from donors.
Just,
Yeah, but how
human
did they get
trafficking
that
money?
land? I mean, that's tax.
That's public land.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ken Woodard, an attorney from the area, said the center looks like this big piece of rock that just landed here out of nowhere and used to be really nice landscape of trees and flowers. He also criticized the project for being over budget and for taking a long time to finish. It feels like washing away of the neighborhood and the culture that used to be here. Yeah.
Who paid for it, I wonder?
Still less expensive and less hideous than Kamala's 2024 campaign.
Well, credit where credit is due.
Another local resident, Kiana Butler, called the building huge and monstrous and blamed it for increasing rents in the area, as well as property taxes. Emily Bittner, the Obama Foundation's vice president of communications, previously said, everyone who sees the Obama Presidential Center is blown away by its beauty, scale, and the way it will be an economic engine for Chicago and a beacon of hope for the world. You got to be shitting me.
How could that thing be raising property values? That makes no sense. I'd rather live next to a soup kitchen than that in terms of property values.
We look forward to welcoming all visitors to the 19.3 acre campus next spring to experience a presidential center that not only honors the Obama's legacy, but also lifts up the next generation of leaders. Yeah, you know, the Obama legacy of taking us from 2 wars to 7, from kicking 5.1 million families out of their homes while making make sure the bankers got their bonuses, by giving us a right-wing healthcare plan with no public option that exploded everybody's premiums. The guy who let it play out at DAPL, the guy who repealed habeas corpus, who imprisoned Chelsea Manning, tried to prosecuted a journalist at higher rate than all the presidents combined before him. You mean that kind of legacy? And his legacy, which led people who voted for him twice to then vote for Donald Trump because they were so desperate.
Jimmy, you know what? When you say it like that, the building does sound like a good tribute to Obama.
It does.
Like a lot of promises, over budget, way under delivering, and by under delivering, it's a terrible prison. It looks like a terrible prison.
It's due to open in April of 26. The Obama Foundation is launching a series of tours around the site while it is in construction until November.
Oh, I hope I never get sentenced to a tour of that site.
Here's Obama Presidential Library design faces criticism.
Babylon B. No, you're wrong, Babylon B. That's Netanyahu's house.
Yeah,
shills.
that's Netanyahu's house. This is really it. That's really what it looks like.
Wow.
You got to be kidding me.
Too fat at the base and too narrow at the top.
That is just one of the all-time. Really, there's a, when I drive from here to Flappers Comedy Club, which is in Burbank, there's this material yard. There's this industrial where they make concrete. Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like. I'm going to take a picture of it the next time I drive to Flappers, and I'll show it to you. It looks exactly like this.
Is it going to have a big neon sign that says Obama at least to like spruce it up, or is it going to just be that nightmare look?
Why would you choose?
Designed it? Judge Dredd.
Right? That's who it looks like who designed it.
That's Mega City 1 architecture there, Jimmy.
Wow. Well, if you'd like to hear me make fun of this, I'll see you in Hermosa Beach, Sacramento, San Francisco, Irvine, and Australia. And then we're going to be in Burbank the day after Thanksgiving. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. Come see me on tour in Hermosa Beach, Sacramento, San Francisco, Irvine, California, Australia, and Burbank, California. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.